nigga.
That's
I'ma
not gonna
put
Hey,
you
happen.
Wack.
on power room, nigga.
What Larry Hoover do? Disassociated itself. Said I don't want nothing to do with the organization. I'm good. Stall me out. I'm straight. This article was published July 7th, 2022 at 8:05 a.m. And this comes from the ChicagoSunTimes.com. That is the source. ChicagoSunTimes.com. Everyone mute your mic during this reset real quick. Boom. So check this out, man. The article says Larry Hoover tries again for sentencing break, says he wants nothing to do with the Gangsta Disciples. A judge last year declined a request from Hoover for a lower sentence under the First Step Act, but doing so, the judge gave the Gangsta Disciples founder room to try again. A man labeled one of the most notorious criminals in Illinois history has renewed his bid to undo the life sentence he served in the federal Supermax prison in Colorado, and he claims that he has renounced the violent street gang he once led. Hoover wrote in a rare public comment that he is no longer the Larry Hoover people sometimes talk about, or the crime figure described by the United States government. I have long since renounced my association with any and all criminal organizations and their membership. I am no longer a member, leader, or even an elder statesman of the Gangsta Disciples. Hoover wrote, I want nothing to do with it now and forever. What's your views on the wack?
What you seeing is what I did 20-something years ago. Hey, listen, man. At some point, you got to understand when it ain't yours no more. And the organization he had built, things happen, that's how it go. But you got to remember, if you look at Chicago today as we know it as Chirac, he never heard this city called Chirac back in the 70s. He been in jail since 73, right? But they saying, well, everything going on is still you too. He had no other choice. All around him should have advised him to make that move a long time ago. But what it is the same they got 5 to 10 that know they're going to get out. Nah, we want you to hold the fort instead of, man, listen, step away from this. We know what you did for it. We know who you'll always be. We going to hold it down. Step away from this so you can come home. We coming home anyway. Nah, stay down for the crown. This be their attitude. And sometimes, bro, you got to make that decision, man, that ain't for them. All my young life, bro, every decision I made was for the set. And I lost all my youth, all of it. From 12 to 18, them years, is gone. I had zero youth. I lost all the youth from my lifetime. I can't press rewind and go do it again. There wasn't no prom, you know what I'm saying? So it was doing time, gang banging streets, but I lost that. I wasn't finna lose being a man. This is why I move according to how I move. He had to. The brother been gone 49 years. That man been in prison 4 years longer than I've been living. Then he still had bad people around him that he thought was good. Jay Prince is one of them. He was using his name for clout. Then was doing it in the 90s when he was putting him on Ghetto Boys music and rap songs, right? Listen, bro, I wouldn't give a what my homeboy wanted to do. This is like, yeah, we're going to put Larry Hoover on the Ghetto Boys song. This is my label, my group. Instead of saying, hey, Larry, this shit ain't going to work for you in the long run, bro. It's going to have you looking like you still promoting some gangsters. Nah, he didn't see it that way. He saw it as an answer to what he was doing. He didn't look and see, I'm free, the Ghetto Boys free, the music is there without Larry Hoover tying his voice to this. And then white folks gonna see this, and one day in them courts, they gonna press play and say, nah, this is what you stand for and represent. Nah, he's supposed to shut that down. That can only happen by the executive producer allowing it to happen. Edits, mix, mastering, all that. I wouldn't even let my homeboy, I got a homeboy in there, right? My homeboy Cuban Rob. He got mad as at me a couple years ago. Hey, yo, why my name ain't on the tour list? You ain't going on tour. What you mean I ain't going on tour? Because I heard you on the phone You got a meeting with FedEx, and the day you got an interview with FedEx is a tour date. Nah, I'm going, no, you staying here. Right now today, that man is full-time, full benefits at FedEx, making 6-figure a year because his homeboy called a shot. I made a decision for him. Yeah, I'd love to have him by me. He one of my warriors. But you know what? The better thing for him to do was to go to that interview. These be selfish with they acts, bro. They want to, as long as it help them, what it's doing or not doing for the individual that's helping them, nah, put him on there. He been using Larry Hoover name clout chasing off of this for down there 25 years, bro. Real talk. Talk about what Kanye did to help Freem versus what this dude doing. Because I'm telling you, once war is on, the first fire, the first body that dropped, when he step in front of them people to try to come home, they gonna say, this is going on actively right now in 2022 in the name of Larry Hoover. So this is what you screaming, Jay Prince? You trying to keep him up in there. You with a wartime, it's gonna be on. So soon as it start to happen and the tabloids start to social media release, Wack 100 Jay Prince, rumble in the whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop, this happened, that happened. And you screaming Larry Hoover. You know what you was doing. Because he know when Larry Hoover get out, nobody want to talk to him no more. They want to talk to Larry about Larry. You got to watch him, real talk.
So you know what that means? That let me know that people have communicated to Larry Hoover and told him, hey, man, you know, Jay Prince out there doing a whole bunch of, he's saying this in the name of you and the organization. So,
he been the only one hollering anything with Larry name on some bull. You don't even hear the youngsters in Chicago hollering, we did this for Larry. They don't even say, they don't do that.
No, they don't.
He know what they accusing